If you do not like this video in the next 5 seconds, you will be banned on NBA 2K20 for the rest of your life.
I can't think, yeah, I don't wanna stress. I bought a foreign whip, but I don't wanna flex. Step back and shoot, and it hit nothing but net. I always win like I rigged and paid.
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy RisKK, and in today's video I'm showing you guys a build video. Now this is not going to be any ordinary build video. This is going to be one of the most toxic build videos you've ever watched, alright? Because if you guys are loyal, you guys have been watching my streams, you guys wouldn't know I've been playing the 1v1 court live on stream in the mornings, and I've been getting killed by these post scorers, man. They have just been destroying me left and right, and that's why I'm losing a lot of games in the 1v1 court. So I decided to make myself my own post scorer and be toxic like everyone else. So I decided, why not share it with my supporters so you guys could do the same thing with me, and you know, we could just add on to the toxicity. Why not, y'all? Why not? So if you guys have not yet, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, set on notifications. Let's get into this video. So for this build, like I said, we're doing a post scorer build. So when we think about post scorers in the NBA, we think about Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the best post scorers to ever live. What did he have? He had a lot of offense and a lot of defense. So we're thinking a finishing pie chart and a defensive pie chart. Now obviously it would look like that one right there on screen, but when we think about NBA2K20, we got to look at the attributes here, not just, you know, the actual pie chart itself. And when we look at the attributes of the all finishing, we're looking at a much higher post moves and post fade on that majority finishing pie chart, and those stats matter much more to me than defense, because we're already planning on making this an enormous build, max weight, max height, you know, something like that, just to be a force in the paint. So I don't think defense is that important. I feel like the defensive stats on that pure finishing are not too bad. So I actually decided to go with that pure finishing, you know, just for the fact of having the higher post move and, you know, the higher post fade. Now, same kind of thing here, going with the physical profile here. With the physical profile, we only care about one attribute and one attribute only, which is going to be strength. All right, why? Because we don't care about speed, we don't care about acceleration, we don't care about vertical, we care about backing people down in the paint, pushing people out of our paint when we're on defense, and the only stat that could affect that out of all those four is going to be strength. So we want to pick a pie chart here that has 95 strength and above, which leaves us with 3 pie charts. But then when you look at this bottom pie chart, it's just the most balanced pie chart overall. It would make the most sense to use that pie chart. So we actually end up going with this pie chart, just for the fact of, you know, obviously we have the 95 strength and it gives us a higher speed than any other one with 95 strength, even though it does not matter. Why not? All right, you know what I mean? So now, in terms of upgrading the player, all right, we're gonna start off by upgrading the most important attributes that will make this build, regardless of the badges we get. So obviously we want our close shot, we want, you know, post hook, standing dunks, and already there, 90 attributes down, we're already 25 finishing badges, y'all. Now besides that, you think about what else would make a post scorer. Obviously in terms of, you know, let's say defense, we would need probably defensive rebounding, block, and interior defense. Realistically, that's literally the only 3 attributes you need. We're not going to be in the perimeter guarding people, so that would make steal, perimeter defense, and all that useless, including lateral quickness. We need our post moves, obviously, and then we need our post fade. But now you see, the badges aren't really looking too good, so we're gonna go back to our defense and we're gonna add offensive rebound only for the sole purpose of getting more defensive badges. And as you see, when we do add the offensive rebound, we do now have 11 defensive badges, and that right there is all we need, y'all. So the playmaking badges, I say we could leave at that, because there's not many playmaking badges we could even get being a post scorer. But I decided to upgrade my shooting for a few reasons, and you'll see that why later. Because shooting actually does give us, you know, some useful badges that we could, you know, make good use of. So I decided to upgrade, you know, the free throw and the mid range. And then with the rest of the attributes, you could just chuck it into finishing, driving dunk, driving layup, whatever you prefer. I do driving dunk because we might be able to get, you know, slightly better dunk animations by adding it to the driving dunk. And like that, we also get 2 more finishing badges. So when you look at the build at all, we're looking at 51 total badges, I believe. If I'm not stupid, that should be the correct amount of badges. It should be 51 badges. And with these 51 badges, I mean, keeping in mind we're going to be literally only using this build for the 1v1 court, the rush, the 1v1 park event. That's all we need, y'all. That's all we need. Literally, you can make this build eliminating the shooting and playmaking with just the defense and finishing, and that is literally all we would need. So with that being said, now moving on to everything else in this build, we have to start off with the body shape, all right? And now with this body shape, obviously we're gonna go burly, just for the fact of what else would you go, really? Let's be honest, what else would you go with? Now With the height, it gets kind of interesting with the height because it depends on what you want to use this build for. Now, if you're gonna use this build, you know, sometimes on the 2s or the 3s court, it might not be beneficial to go max height because obviously, as you see, max height, you lose all your speed and everything like that. So you would literally be unable to play defense on the 2s or 3s. So if you do want to play the 2s or 3s court, go 7 feet tall, 6'11", something much smaller to keep that speed stat there. But if you plan on doing what I'm going to do with this build and just being toxic on that 1v1 court, make sure you go 7'3", because, I mean, come on, bro. 7'3", who's going to guard you at the 1v1? If there's rarely any 7'3" center, so even when you play centers in the 1v1 court, they will not be able to guard you. You will just be way bigger and stronger than them. So I decided to go 7'3" with that build, or with this build, for that purpose and that purpose only. After doing our height, we're going to move on now to, I believe it is the weight. And now with the weight, it's a little bit interesting because typically in a build like this, a center build, you go much higher weight to get that strength attribute, but we already do have 95 stress, so there's no point really going higher. And when you talk about going lower, there's no point in going lower either because we don't care about our speed. But one thing to take into account for is we do have interior defense being affected by our weight. So in order to, you know, make this build even better than it already can be, upping that interior defense would make a lot of sense. So I decided upping my weight until I get to 90 interior defense, because I believe with that 90 interior defense, even though we only have 11 defensive badges, it really won't matter, because that interior defense stat is all we need regardless of the badges we have. And I just think that's going to be the best weight for this build in all, because we're not losing any speed, any vertical, or anything else by upping the weight, but just except gaining our interior defense. Now, in terms of wingspan, obviously, you're going to go max wingspan. There's no doubt about it. It doesn't make sense. When you look at it, it literally does not make sense. You lower the wingspan, our mid-range and shooting stats are still going to be low no matter what, and we're just going to lose out on our block and just our rebounding overall. Compared to you go max wingspan, you're getting much higher block. We're gonna rebound better, gonna shoot better. It's gonna be just, that's all we need, y'all. That is all we need. Just think about this build right now. Interior force, right now where we're at, besides the badges and all that, we have 90 plus stats, you know, in terms of interior defense, close shot, post hook, standing dunk, post moves, post fade. We're 7'3", max wingspan. I mean, come on, y'all. This build is just completely overpowered right now. We haven't even talked about the badges that this build could get. So now moving on to the badges. If you guys do not care about the badges, you already know what badges you're going to use, you guys can click off the video. But a lot of you guys will make this build not put on the right badges because you guys don't know what you're doing, and then you'll blame it on me saying it's a bad build. So that's why I show my badges off in my build videos, to make sure you guys know what you're doing with the badges. And yeah, so obviously with the finishing badges, we need post-score finishing badges. So we're not going to worry about, you know, those super athletic ones like acrobat or anything like that. So we're going to start off by doing the 3 main post ones, which is going to be back down punisher, drop stepper, and then deep hooks. Now in addition, what do you want? Contact finisher to dunk on people. Obviously relentless finisher, very important badge. And then slithery finisher, and then you leaves you with 3 left, which you could argue putback boss would make more sense for a center, but I think consistent finisher is really good because it prevents us from missing wide open layups, which will happen a lot of the times in NBA2K20. And you know, we can't really afford to, you know, be missing on offense. We want to score every point we can, so that's why I decided to go with consistent finisher. Now moving on next to our shooting badges. I told you guys these shooting badges are going to be very important. I'm going to tell you guys why. Because first of all, we need quick draw. Any build should have quick draw. If you're able to get quick draw just on something. I decided to go silver. But look at the badges I just put on, y'all. We got Deadeye, deep fades. Alright, and I'm going to tell you guys what those badges could do. A Deadeye is going to prevent us from getting contested on the fades. Deep fades will allow us to make those fades farther away. And then getting range extender silver will allow us to, you know, just, when you think about it. If you have deep fades and no range extender, deep fades is not really going to work. But if we have range extender in combination with deep fades, we'll be able to do those deep fades extremely consistently. We won't get contested because we have Deadeye. And then also the deep hooks. We have deep hooks in Hall of Fame. Range extender will help with that same thing with Deadeye. So everything just works in combination. It's just going to be beautiful. Now in terms of playmaking, honestly, there's only 2 playmaking badges you should get. Post Wing Technician and then Dream Shake. Now a lot of people don't know what Dream Shake does, but Dream Shake, what it does is, you know, it actually gives you a shot percentage increase after doing a post move. What they consider a post move could be a drop step, a post spin. So that is why we have Post Wing Technician. So I mean, it's just a badge that this build is able to get because we upgraded our post moves. So it's there and we're just going to use it because there's literally no other badge we would use at playmaking besides those 2 badges. Now in defense, like I said, we have 11 defensive badges, which doesn't sound like a lot for being, you know, a center, but we're playing the 1v1 court. We do not need brick wall. We do not need to get box or rebound chaser extremely high because we are 7'3" on max arms. So I get, you know, chase down artist silver, intimidator silver, rim protector silver. And now we look at it. What other badges? Rebound chaser bronze maybe, and then we add these gold, and it's smackdown silver post move lockdown. When you look at those badges right there, how is someone gonna score on us? Gold intimidator, and we're 7'3" on max arms. Gold rim protector, 7'3" max arms. Chase down silver, max arms. Post move lockdown. We don't even need that badge, but what else would we go? And then rebound chaser, you know, why not? Let's make sure we get boards. They're like, these badges are so unnecessary. We do not even need these defensive badges, to be completely honest with you. But why not? So just by going through this whole build, by going through these badges, you guys should be able to know that this build is going to be the best build in the game in terms of the 1v1 core. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you think this build is going to be helpful to you guys, make sure you like this video, hit the comment section down below and tell me if this build helped you guys. And if you have not yet, hit that big red subscribe button with the notification bell set to all notifications. It's your boy Risk, and I'm out.
Lucas. It's funny how now she be calling me back. She see that I got it, I'm stuck in the trap. 40 autos, and we put it right back. 40 autos, and he left in the back. I can't be trusting cause people just act. I get the money, I run it right back. The plug on my phone, I get to these racks. The plug on my phone, I'm gonna get back. I can't be trusting cause people be switching and stuff.